Astro Boy. So, Astro Boy, where do I even begin? Well, Astro Boy is a Japanese manga series by Osamu Tezuka from 1952 to 1968, and later compiled into 23 volumes by Akita Shoten. The story follows Astro, a robot boy with an artificial brain that lets him feel human emotions, as he fights for peace and justice for both humans and robots. It was also adapted into an anime numerous times. The film even had a live-action adaptation, and let me tell you, viewer, it is absolute cinema. But many of you probably also remember the actual anime, as it went on to be more popular. Which, there are many versions of the anime. There is a version from 1963, a version from 1980, and a newer version released in 2003. And since I mostly review Sega and Sonic games, did you know Sonic actually crossed paths with Astro Boy? Well, not officially, but Sonic Team actually developed the Astro Boy game. Yes, Sonic Team, the official Sonic Team. So, how is the game? It was pretty okay. I didn't know they made a game until actually looking through the catalog. I see Sega and my monkey brain neurons start firing, and then I realized I should review it. So the game released in 2004 in Japan and in North America, and released in Europe the following year. So we start the game and we are shown an anime intro. I think this is actually the intro from the 2003 anime series, which the animation looks so good and cute, but anyways, we get awakened by Dr. O'Shea, a man who worked with Dr. Tenma, and Dr. Tenma is Astro's father, and he was created to be a replacement for his dead son, which, wow, that is pretty dark. But then we are 40 days after our birth in the giant city called Metro City, and we are introduced to the game. We have to fly around, and this is where the controls are very bad. I mean, they aren't that bad, but this feels like Sonic Adventure 2 mixed with Heroes, which is very funny because, you know, the same team developed the same game. Anyways, we gotta fight these robots, and oh my gosh, the controls. You could obviously tell that this game was not built for combat, cause look at me trying to fight them. Come over here while I hit you. Then we gain our rocket boots, which now we can fly. And now that we can fly, we have to fly through rings. Just like Superman 64. Yippee. Woo. Yay. As soon as we are done with that, we gotta fly around the city and head home. Which again, this reminds me a lot of Sonic Adventure, since you can talk to various characters that walk around. Most of the time, they don't really have all that interesting to say, but it's pretty cool detail. But we talk to our sister Zoran to collect some cards. That's right, baby, we got some collectibles! Anyways, these cards give you info on characters. Then we head outside and get supersonic hearing and get a call from Yuko, letting us know that Magnemite is out in the Bay Area. Oh shit, man, I don't know, this is like a lot of responsibility. I was just gonna fly around the confusing ass city. Yeah, this main city is just so confusing. But luckily I fly through the rings and then make it to the Bay Area. Also, I gotta let you know something. This may be some sort of crime, but I'm emulating the game.
Move this man!
I'm sorry, video game judges. Just lock me up and throw in the key. Why? But also, since it is emulated, I don't know why, but I guess there's something wrong with my aspect ratio, because it literally cuts off a portion of my map, so figured I'd let you know. So, this is actually a cool fight. Just beat up the tentacles and pull them and then fight Magnemite. I just kept slinging cars at him. Take this! Anyways, after we destroy Magnemite, we take some of his energy, which, ooh baby. I didn't know you were naughty like that. So now after all that, we have to return home. Are you beginning to see a pattern yet? Actually, this isn't a bad feature because I gotta learn the map a little better from this, so yeah. Anyways, once I head back, I see this kid outside of the house. I chat with him and he introduces himself as Hosuke Sharaku. He says he recently moved in and had a bandage over the middle of his forehead. Ooh, he probably has a third eye or something, like Tien from DBZ. Spoiler alert, it is a third eye. I thought it was kind of obvious. Anyways, as we leave, we get a message to head to Central City because jewelry store got robbed. But as soon as we get there, there's a lot of people to talk to, and then there's this guy yelling at me.
What's that? A thief? It was a little child. It had green hair.
Jesus, I was just asking. You know, if I wasn't more suspicious, I would think he is the robber. But there's this one NPC we just talked to, do a 30 questions questionnaire. And yes, by the way, I looked up all the answers. You can sue me. I get the answers done, and all I got was a card. Wasted my time for a card. That's fine. Anyways, I am roaming around the area and I have zero clue on what to do or where to go. So I just roam around talking to NPCs until I come across the characters Abercrombie, Alejo, and Kennedy. They all give me clues to who did the robbery, so we speak to them and then we talk to the detective. But he won't let me interfere with the investigation. Like, seriously, let me in! Let me in! Anyways, we talked to the kids again and they set a plan to distract him. So once they do that, this is our chance to get in there and find the thief. Well, to our luck, the thief shows up and it is Denku. So for this fight, we just have to yank his cape. And also, at this point, we suddenly get X-ray vision. And now you have to yank his cape again while he keeps turning invisible. Oh, and we have to disarm the bomb. So that's why there's a timer. So we yank this guy and throw the bomb away and save the day. And then we ask Denku why he stole the jewels, and apparently Dr. Tenma said he could. Well, we leave and head back home. Then we talk to Dr. O'Shea and he tells us that Dr. Tenma built the bomb that was on Deku. So then he tells us to investigate what Denku was up to. So let's go. Why is no highlighted by default? I want to leave. Let me leave. Anyways, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, so now in Metro City, Yuko lets us know that we could use our X-ray vision, so yeah, I'll try using that. Also, Dr. O'Shea said to fly up to the top, right? Above Metro City? Okay, let's go. Oh, it stops? Also, these robot bats start attacking me, like, out of nowhere. So then I gotta go to the industrial area. Yeah, not above Metro City. I don't know why you told me that, game. So again, I have to fight my way through these uprising robots and then have to make my way to a secret lab looking thing. And again, the game doesn't tell me what to do. What do I do? Hello? Mr. Sega? Apparently I was supposed to come up to this computer and then Dr. Tenma shows up to test our strength, I guess. But I gain a finger cannon. To be honest, this makes the game so much easier. A lot. Anyways, I finished that up and destroyed this thick metal door and break out, and I have to fight Atlas. And let me tell you, viewer, this boss battle was so long. Atrociously long. But anyways, we beat him and he goes away, and now I have to go back home again. So back home, I decided to talk to Shiraku, and then I talked to the lady next to him, and since I have the X-ray vision now, I can see now it is some kind of brainwashing device or something. But now it turns into a based RPG game all of a sudden. So yeah, Astro Boy, the game that has many genres. Anyways, I finally destroy it and get her back to normal, and it seems her memory is foggy, but she remembers she got the necklace from someone in Central City. Maybe the same jewelry store that got robbed by Denku? Just a hunch of mine, of course. But also, just to let you know, viewer, this does not come up in the storyline ever again, because this is just a fucking side content. Just side content. Anyways, next part we talk to Dr. O'Shea, then we gotta meet him at the Ministry of Science, and we overhear him talking to Dr. Tenma all about he wants Tobio back, and, well, we then get tasked to go back to the Bay Area and now to fight these robots that turn into balls. And then we gain a special ability that can translate all languages. Haha! Ich wundere, wenn kann übersetzen Deutsch. Probably. So, now I gotta save the Ministry of Science from these same robots. Like, I gotta do it before they freeze up the building or something. Anyways, I could throw this robot off and it still walks. First time I saw this, I thought I broke the game, which is crazy, but I didn't, sadly. Also, this is the first time I've died in the game. I'm glad this game has a continue option and no life system. Anyways, I keep beating the shit out of this guy and then I win, and they all reset, so yeah. Anyways, gotta head back to the Ministry of Science. So much back and forth with this game. Why? Why, Mr. Sega? And Sonic Team? Just why? I don't even know. Anyways, now we have to take down these robot Astros. And at this point, we unlock the arm cannon. And let me tell you, viewer, this is cool and not cool at the same time. So it can take down multiple enemies, sure, but you have to charge it up. I hate to do that. I hate to do my AVGN impression, but that's like if I want to heal in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Sora stops in the middle of battle and goes, "Heal!" Like, no, just keep healing while moving, you dumb shit. Anyways, we defeat them. And then we have to fight Atlas. Oh crap, Lois, he has an arm cannon. We beat him after knocking him into these towers numerous times, and then he fucking dies. Just kidding. Maybe. I don't know. Then we head back home and hear a noise outside. Who is this? Is it Godzilla or something? Well, to our surprise, it is a character named Pluto. He spins down and comes to challenge us. Okay. That is kind of based. Anyways, as he flies away all weird like, he tells us he will be waiting for us in the industrial area. So guess what? I head over there. So I gotta take out a few robots and then I say so long, Gay Bowser, to these robots. If you do not get that reference, then you clearly never owned an N64. But also, guess what? This boss fight is just like the others. Yeah, they don't really feel any different, at least to me. But at this point in the game, I'm just holding on by the interesting characters alone. But we defeat Pluto, and then Dr. Tenma shows up with another guy, and then kills Pluto. And then we take Pluto's heart or something. That is definitely gore of my comfort character. And then Big Robot that looked like Pluto knocks us out, and then Dr. Tenma finally calls us Astro and not Tobio. And now he gives us strength of 1 million horsepower. That's so many horses, dude. Like, how? And why and when would I need to have that many horses?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, that was a bad joke. But anyways, now I have to go to Broken Volcano. Apparently there's some robots tearing the place up and the volcano may erupt and tear down the city. Oh dear. But we head down there and this is where the game becomes a maze. Like, literally, I kept going through so many parts of this level that look exactly the same. So then we come across Shadow, not the sexy one. Anyways, now we have to fight Acheron, which again, just like every single robot in this game, it is super duper easy. Only took me 2 minutes. I timed it. Don't ask me why I timed it, but I timed it. Anyway, Shadow escapes and then we have to head to the Eagle building. So from here on out, we do the maze again and then we have to stop Shadow from nuking the world or something. Okay. Kind of base, not gonna lie. At this part, I got confused. Like, where the hell am I supposed to go? You'd think they make it easy. Oh, I had to blow this door open? Why didn't you tell me that, game? So at this point, I got bored of this bland level and started to speedrun through it. And then Shadow does the Ultra Chad move of all time and basically launches the missile in space and now we have to follow him. So now we get launched into space and everyone is cheering me on. Oh man. I hope I don't let you all down. So then basically we have a bunch of robots to fight, and then we have one more final boss. Blue Knight, as he is called. Which he rides a robot horse, which is cool, but then his second phase he has a sword and shit, and shoots me, so yeah. Which I kept dying like 3 times. Anyways, I finally beat him, and then surprise, surprise, I have to take out the goddamn missile. Okay, I'll try not to kill anyone. I mean, they are counting on me after all. Well, guess this is the end. Roll credits. Okay, for real, I finally beat it in time, and Dr. Tenma says something like, "Why fight for the humans and why not destroy them," or something, and then he fucking dies. Now roll the credits. Okay, so in the end, Astro Boy 2004 is one of those games that sits somewhere in the middle. Clunky controls and mixed reviews kept it from being a classic, but there's still something undeniably charming about it. Sonic Team brought their signature energy to Astro's world, and while it didn't reach the heights of their best work, it's far from a failure. The game really does feel like Sonic Adventure meets an Astro Boy game. The main difference, the fighting controls could have used some tweaks, and the camera has the classic trigger control. If you played every other Sonic Adventure game, you probably know what I mean. Still, it's a fascinating glimpse into a unique moment where a legendary manga hero collided with Sega's creative ambitions. It may not be perfect, but it's fun, memorable, and worth a shot if you're curious. Not every game needs to be groundbreaking to leave an impression. Astro Boy has its fun moments, though it can get tedious at times, but it's not too long, and with so many versions and iterations of Astro Boy out there, there's bound to be something in this one you might enjoy. If you're thinking about giving it a try, I definitely recommend it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and with that said, I'll see you on the flip side.